for the people around us,
Yeah.
for our lifestyle, for the bananas, for all
For the
that
people,
stuff.
for the reaction of people when you say, yeah, I'm studying music.
And then, oh, but what do you do afterwards? Like,
Yes, but then you're like,
yeah.
Hi, my name is Michael Husu and welcome to Cue Me In, a series from Melody Factory where we interview friends on music, culture and what makes us unique. Welcome today our three special guests, Ramona, Scarlett and Kai. Nice to have you here. So I always start with asking what instrument you play, what made you get into music, what are you kind of involved in now? So Ramona, please.
So I play the clarinet. I play the classical clarinet, but I also do a lot of free improvisation. What got me into music? I think I've been fascinated by music for as long as I can think. And when I first played the clarinet, my brain made click and I just knew this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that's how I got in, yeah.
Super.
Nice, yeah. I had a similar story. I play piano, mostly classical piano, but I used to do ballet from a really young age.
Wow.
And I was always fascinated by the music. So I started piano lessons and I just really fell in love with it. And now I'm here. Yeah.
And my story, how I got to music, is about making music together with my family, singing songs for every occasion, and also making music together with friends led to me somehow finding a way that music connects people in society. So I really want to make music as something that connects people, and that's why I also like to teach the piano, and I'm involved in different music mediation projects, I would say.
Super.
Yeah.
So now you said also that you have your final concert soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so explain us a bit of your kind of emotions in this, or how is that for you?
Well, it's tomorrow, so
Okay.
I am very, very much looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's a milestone, you know.
Yeah.
After a bachelor's and a master's in Lucerne with my very, very good teacher, I'm very happy and I feel blessed that I had this experience here, and my inner child screams, I want to do it again. But I also look forward, and I know that life will go on in a new chapter begins, and yeah, the emotions are very high. Like I feel so thankful that many people want to come and listen to me play, and I'll see people that I haven't seen in a long time, and yeah, it's a big honor.
That's cool. You said also about sharing with the people, so it's nice that you find it. I find always a final concert or when you do stuff, it's always nice to bring your friends or invite people also, like you said, that haven't. And also to introduce sometimes to some friends that never heard it before, classical music, and then they say,
yeah, I'll connect my non-musical friends with my musical friends, and I hope that this will be a very nice occasion.
Super. And you guys are in your first year now, or?
No, I'm in my second year of my bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
And I'm in my first. Yeah.
And how is this going for you guys?
Really, really
Exciting,
great.
or?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I'm excited to be where you are eventually. But it's all beginning for me, so I'm just taking the experiences as they come. So.
What kind of things have you have you been involved in a lot of things, or you're more kind of focused on what you're doing? Or?
I'm trying to be, like coming here and meeting people, going to concerts. I'm trying to do everything.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
Yeah, same
Also?
goes for me. I think, I'm trying to do everything. I play in several youth orchestras, and I try to be engaged in the free improv and new music scene, which is very nice. Also, Lucerne is a very nice place to study if you're interested in new music.
Yeah.
I must say I've had multiple crises over my last 2 years of studies, but
it's normal.
I'm still here.
It's
still here, and I think I will for sure finish this bachelor.
So tell us more about this improv. What does that mean, or like maybe some people don't know what the improv stuff is.
So basically, I mean, I've talked to several people from different places from the world about improvisation, and everywhere it's perceived differently somehow and also lived differently. But here in Lucerne we do very experimental stuff, so we just make funky sounds with our instruments basically.
Super.
And it's so nice because I can discover my instrument completely new, and I can make funky sounds and play them with other people, and then we do music together, and it's really nice.
Yeah, you kind of have free from any whatever.
I'm free from
anything.
any structure, and it makes classical music also so much easier because my world is so big now in music, and classical music is just a small part of it, and I'm so much more versatile on my instrument than just the classical sound or music making. This is very nice.
And it's so cool to listen to. It's so
Really?
amazing. The improv
You've been to our concerts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so amazing.
It's so. I always think I'm always a bit scared how people that are not experienced with improv, how they perceive our concerts, and if they think, oh no, what are they doing? And I'm also scared to invite my non-musician friends to my improv concerts. But it's I think I've heard very positive things, and I've heard that it's also very entertaining.
Yeah, but it's so much playing with this unexpectedness, right? You don't know what's going to happen, and you get the audience to also embark with you on this journey of not knowing what will happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But this needs a lot of courage as well, I guess. No?
Yes. So when I started it, I remember I had to practice to improvise for my entrance exam, and then I had to improvise. I was improvising with my former clarinet teacher, and I was there, and he had a lot of experience, and I could not play because I was laughing so much because I couldn't take myself serious. I felt so vulnerable because you just play what
impulse, you're just being
And then I did it the first time at school with a friend of mine who did it many times before, and then I was like, oh, this is actually nice. And then when you get into it, it's so nice, and like I'm not even nervous on stage anymore when I play, because I mean I haven't practiced something in particular that I'm now gonna have to perform perfectly. I can just play whatever comes to my mind, and this is very nice.
Very cool. I also wanted to ask, since we're at different stages of our studies, what is something that, for example, let's start with you guys, that you wish for your future self? And then maybe an example of a future self can say the opposite, or what you would also think about that.
Start.
I was gonna say
I don't
know. Something on my list is to play like with an orchestra and have more experience playing with others, because as a pianist, like for my whole life, it's always solo repertoire or with another pianist. So something for me would be to work with other instruments, other people, and have those experiences, because it's so easy here also. Like with you, with everyone else studying around you, you just put together chamber music. It's
you just ask
you
and play almost like jam together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's on my list. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you?
So the thing I wanted most was like a job in an orchestra, but I discovered that there are so many more or different ways to build a life as a musician.
Yes.
And I think I'm discovering these things. I'm also very interested in politics and active there, and I've done journalism, and I'm also very interested in that. So I think I want to work interdisciplinary and also work with different arts, like painted arts, visual arts and photography, and also maybe poetry or like prose and stuff. So I think I'm aiming for a very versatile, diverse career future.
Yeah, maybe Kai, you can tell us about your experience in this, since you've kind of touched in some areas, and now also with you've done some things with Kakael, or can you explain us something?
I studied now 6 years here.
Yeah.
3.5 year bachelor and 2.5 year master. I made a Streckung, it's called. So I extended my studies a bit, so I had more time to do stuff next to my studies, which I still count as my studies, because I think that getting practical experience is so valuable. That's the thing that we musicians
in the end, that's what we're going towards, right?
So I guess that what you both said makes perfect sense. Like, I also had this at the start of my studies, and I also feel this now, actually more than ever. And I wouldn't say that I'm how did you say it before? Like
I don't know.
a
You
perfect
said
example of
no, I
what
didn't
you want
say
to be in the future?
You decided you're the perfect example.
No.
Yeah, but you're definitely an example. You say that you're doing some teaching.
What I think is that everybody is looking for their own way.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody is finding their own self. And then again, the self is connected with everybody else. And the job that I had working in the KKL, it was at the piano festival, the Piano Symphonique. From the LSO, which is a big honor that I could do that. It was a fun job for one intense week with a few weeks of preparation, talking with these amazing pianists, artists, stars,
of course.
And getting to know the organization as well, to find out how culture is organized. I also have some experience with organizing this type of events in the Central Swiss Youth Orchestra, the CISO. And there I also got the opportunity to play in the orchestra a few times already, and looking forward to the next project already this summer and autumn.
Yeah, with pianists, it's always we are trying to find our way to orchestra because we don't get the opportunity so often.
And we're in all of the orchestras,
Yeah.
the non-pianists.
So it's fun to also play the celesta or harpsichord, like you played in the school orchestra. It was really great, by the way.
Yeah, it was a very cool experience. I mean, it's always nice to... I think as a pianist, you know what your responsibility is. You have a lot of responsibility. As a soloist, you're carrying everything. But I think it's also wonderful to know that you're part of something else.
You know, when I heard Marta Argerich play the what concerto was it again? It was a Beethoven concerto. I think it was the second. This festival in January. The way she played it with the orchestra was so attentive. She was aware, I believe, of every other instrument that was playing in that orchestra, and I think that playing in orchestra is like chamber music but on a big scale. And that's why I also, when I look back to these years of studying, I had many different ensemble groups. I played in duets, in duos, in trios, in quartets, in quintets, in sextets, and I think it's a good experience to, and then in the orchestra as well. So what's the question again?
No, I mean, you answer pretty well. It's more just how you feel that you're doing, or where you take different inspirations, what you're kind of investing your time in other areas.
I believe that being a good musician, or let's say a musician that's booked, we talked about it in the bus, how do you get booked? I think that there are three main components.
Okay.
You can either be really good at the craft of playing the instrument, right? Of your musicality, of your talent, exceeding maybe others, and that might be one of the three reasons why people book you. You need one of the other reasons, I think, as well. Be organized, and being punctual, or just having everything fixed, having good communication. People also really appreciate that, because then it's easy to work with you. Of course. But what if you don't have one of these two? You need to be a good hang. I think you just need to be also open person.
I mean, in general, I think it helps everybody if you.
But I mean, it's also okay if you're not. I mean, everybody's different.
Sure.
People might prefer maybe to be a bit more solitary,
more introverted,
and I think that's okay.
Yes,
completely. I think in the music business to work together, it helps if you have two of these three. Maybe you have ideas of what could be more or different.
I mean, we are always working towards being a better musician, but I think the key of what we also try to do is how do we extend our possibilities with, I don't know, connection or just meeting. Sometimes I find that you just meet some person in a random situation and that leads to something else, and then you meet somebody else, and I think it's also how I even got in contact with Melody Factory through you, and yeah, you just have to be open, I think.
And I think it's also very important to make a good impression. I mean, I see it now in school when we do chamber music, and I do chamber music with someone, and this person always comes late to the rehearsal, or doesn't have like is not like organized and not reliable. I mean, for me, this person, I wouldn't say is that, but I think, oh no, this wasn't a good experience. I won't do chamber music with this person again. And I think it starts already there. And then when I realized this for me, I was like, oh shit, I need to take care of how I present myself, and how organized I am, and how I appear to other people, and because this makes a difference in who wants to work with me in the future also.
I think it's
it already starts here.
Part of, I mean, it's also being like a good friend if you're there on time,
Yeah,
if you're
very
there.
basic level, yeah.
So yeah, I think that's super important.
Yeah, playing with others gets you really connected to the music with others as well.
Yeah.
And I believe that when you are looking to grow in that way, right, as a soloist, but also as a person that plays with others, it's just really important to look for the fine details as well, right? So if someone is really organized, you can find out how did they do it that they are organized. And I think that this empathy
you
is
take
so
inspiration
important.
from one another. You see, okay, this guy has a great quality, he's a wonderful energy. But
but what makes this person so energetic? Like what's
fair? Yeah, okay.
What
you do
part
some
of his person or her
investigation
personality?
for yourself.
Somehow it's this, not investigative, like prüfend. You know, it's not that I'm like, what is he or she or whoever doing?
You just
like,
ask yourself, wondering how someone.
Exactly, and always checking how am I in the context with others. I think that's always really interesting to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So since you're preparing for your exam, I wanted to ask maybe all of us, what is your kind of checklist or kind of weight of preparation? Because I know some people are more interested in really zoning in and saying, you know, I only do this and I have to do blah, blah, blah. Or other people say, you know what, I'd rather go outside, do some sport or play video games until the last moment and then really focus. So share us what you...
How do I prepare for the concert? You mean?
Yeah.
So there's this concert banana.
Concert
Yes,
Yes.
I heard about it during my studies a few times, and I really wanted to find out how does it work, because everybody has a different metabolism.
Okay.
And I wanted to find out how many minutes ahead of the concert I need to eat a banana, so I get the right energy amount.
You did the
exactly
experiment
before the
test.
concert. So yesterday I did a test run day, because my concert day is tomorrow.
You spend the day testing bananas.
No, I didn't test the whole day with bananas. I had one banana.
Okay. Just one try.
No, I had many years of trying, but yesterday was a trial day, which had the same structure as the day that I'm having tomorrow.
I understand.
Because the concert is at 6, and so yesterday I also had a lesson at 6. It fit perfectly, and I didn't have any other responsibilities for the day that I had to do, and if I wouldn't do it, everything in my system would collapse. So I found out, okay, for me, about an hour, half an hour before the concert, a banana, that's good. That's what I want.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay, so
it's not just a banana.
No, it's not just a banana. Obviously practice, right? That's the main thing. Getting to know the music so well that you don't need to think about the theory of it, the abstract, just the feeling, so that you can just feel the music. Yeah. If I can't feel the music, I don't feel comfortable enough. Yeah. So the last few months I've been preparing in a way that I got to know the music, but also got to know the feeling, which is connected, obviously.
Yes.
But I found, some rhythm in my life, in my body, and embodied feelings, to find out how my subconscious reacts to my way of approaching to play the piano.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of meditation to understand.
Yeah, so
There's
I
a lot of
started
things
a lot
I
of
think you
meditation.
can also share with
Yeah.
us, like it's a process to get first the music or first technically the thing, and then would you separate that, or what is that for you?
So, yes, of course, I'd separate, or I mean, like learning the technical stuff, learning the fingerings, this is like the basic. You start with that. And like at a point where I perform a piece in a recital or at a big concert or an audition even, the part where I learned the technique has been a while ago, because this is what I start with. And then I practice, but for me also a big part of practicing is getting inspiration outside. Okay. And I'm trying to accept this and to get into this, because sometimes I have a whole weekend where I can't practice because I have like rehearsals. I mean, rehearsals count half as practicing because you still play your instrument. But let's say I don't play my instrument because I have like a family party and I go at the club with friends, and then I do this and that, and then I engage there and blah, blah, blah. So I can't practice, and then I feel bad for the whole weekend. I think, oh no, I wasn't able to practice. Oh, I should be practicing. And then on Monday I take my instrument and I'm like, I've never sounded this good. And I think I'm having a hard time accepting this, but I'm working on it, because like the external inspiration and the experiences we gain next to the practicing in the practice room are so important. And I think this makes like the whole thing also.
It makes the whole
so
world,
I mean, I practice my things properly, and I practice them with piano, or if I play solo, I practice them just by myself. And I try to be able to play them correctly and musically, and I work in the lessons with my teacher and everything. But I think external inspiration is so important, and we should focus also more on that.
Yeah. Do you find that you also...
Also, I mean, I can't take too much time off, but I find, when I come back after a break or something, a day or two or a vacation, like I have a new mentality, a new mindset, and it usually comes back quite quickly. It's really an amazing feeling. I love coming back to the piano after some time.
Yeah.
Like, it's indescribable, but there's a moment and it's really refreshing and really amazing. It's just... You play through the repertoire and it's
just
like
working.
It's completely different. Yeah, and it's working.
Some technical issues you have been practicing on for hours, they just work suddenly.
And it comes back. It's super cool. You also?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the time. Also with conducting, it's a bit different. I try to also listen rehearsals and this kind of thing. You're mostly, I don't know, I call it like the process of just injecting yourself with music, and that you just listen and you try to be aware of things. You notice like certain qualities. You also ask questions of yourself. Okay, like why do I like it? It's not just enough to ask to say, oh, I like it. Okay, but
why?
Like, why? And then you say, okay, there was this texture. They hold the tension. They have a nice color. They're connected. I don't know. It depends on the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say you have also some exam yet, or is
I already did it actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it was super early, and it went well. I wasn't as prepared as I wished.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, things move faster here. So
could you describe like what means for you like a good preparation? When do you, is it a feeling that you decide? Is it something that you really, certain criteria have to be met, or what is that?
I mean, for me, it's the time with the piece. If I have the piece for a long time, of course, I'm way more comfortable with it.
Okay.
And I ended up changing my repertoire quite late, so I wasn't too comfortable. But I think, the more time I have the piece, the more I've played it and the more I've performed it, the better. Which I think goes with that for everyone. Yeah, I mean, you have like practice performances, you play for your friends, you play for your family, and then you have the big concert. It's like...
I find that like when I have pieces, it's like the sword makers, you know, they make the first layer of the iron, and it's like super hot, and you put in the cold water, and it's like shh, okay, that's the first performance, and then they keep repeating the process, and then
until the
sword gets stronger.
Exactly.
Performance then gets more comfortable.
Yeah, and you learn from each performance. It's super, super great. Yeah. For me, that's essential. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard back in the day in the Soviet Union to perform in Moscow in the big concert hall, the famous. You had to go in different places first, 20 concerts first, and then you're allowed to play there. So it's just perfect.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how. Yeah, I think
Exposure therapy
Yeah,
in the end.
yeah.
Exactly.
And then it's really in your repertoire. You have a connection with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the connection, I think, to your intuition, because a good concert, in my opinion, is something that's like in improvisation, living from
Feels
that moment.
spontaneous.
Feels spontaneous because also the audience is different every time. It's a different day, it's a different hour, it's a different program,
hall maybe.
different hall, whatever. And I think this intuition quality to really feel into your intuitive force. Yeah, that's something that I'm practicing.
So I also wanted to ask, because there's a lot of opinions on musicians, or people sometimes know or they don't know, what is some maybe misconceptions of musicians that maybe you can, how should you say, like clear up, or
some stereotypes.
Stereotypes that, or
I think they're all true.
They're all true. Cannot be. Okay, what is one that you think is true?
No, I don't.
Oh, we
I
just
think
practice.
yeah.
I mean,
For example,
practice.
but I mean, this is also like something that's in my head all the time. I feel so bad when I don't practice, and every time I don't practice, I feel bad that I don't practice. And I think this is like, this is a problem. But so many people also just think that we're practicing, and it's even right.
But I think
people just
really
practice.
we are though, because
Yeah.
like even if I'm sitting
mean,
at a
you
table,
are.
I'm playing, like it's in my hands. I'm always thinking about it.
You're all
But
pianists, so
yeah, I think I'm always practicing, or I'm always thinking about what's next. Some sort of practicing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think in the last 2 years, I really started to feel much stronger into how I sit, how I breathe, how I relax my shoulders when I walk. And this in the end also turns out into a different way of playing the piano, because playing the piano is also, it's mostly is playing yourself.
I mean, like you said also, that practicing is also different. Maybe you're rehearsing and it's also practice. So I think, of course, we have the diligent practice where we stay and we really try and refine, and it's almost like a polishing process. But I think because music is so personal, or we also have to put our own personality or our own emotion, then I think it's also just what we develop over time that makes the whole picture, that what we kind of let become part of our personality. Or you say that we practice all the time, I'm focused on whatever, but I think it's also because our daily life is also part of it, our personality is also part of it, so sometimes we don't really make the distinction.
I think we can just say our whole life is practicing. If it's sports, if it's doing
also,
sports, if it's sitting on a piano or the instrument, or if it's going to listen to a concert or in a rehearsal.
I think,
I think so. Everything we do in our life is contributing to our music.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I mean, the closest we can relate it is to also athletes. I mean, athletes are
it's the same.
practicing when they have training, but also their training is also resting and also, I don't know, watching games or
the
nutrition as well, eating well. So I think we are, I don't want to say something pro musician, but I think like we are
I think we're equal.
We're athletes plus the whole emotional aspect. I think that really affects us. Yeah.
Completely agree.
It's true.
So
one thing that I see,
please, you tell me.
At school, it's such. I know I can go to school, and if I ask 10 people, "Hi, how are you?" 8 out of 10 will say, "I'm tired."
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's also our job. I mean, we're also learning in school what it means to have a good schedule, or also now is also the time where we work and we hit some burnouts, but I think it's also sometimes beneficial. We understand where our border is, and then we know where to step back and give us more rest. I don't know if you have a different opinion on this.
I mean, burnout is never good. And
Of
I
course,
feel like, I mean, of course, we have chosen this path ourselves, where we're responsible for this choice. but it's so tough. And
Of
every
course,
time I think about what we do in our daily life at university, it's insane. And like recently I've counted the exams and the Leistungsnachweise I have at the end of the semester. And I was like, I'm just studying clarinet and I have 1,000 different things next to it. I have to play piano, I have to be perfect at theory, I have to, it's like, everything is so packed, and we just have like, for bachelor, we only have 3 years of time and we have to do everything in this. And I think everyone is burnt out. And I mean, of course, we chose it ourselves, but sometimes I ask myself, don't we have to change something? I don't know.
Yes.
Because I mean, it can't be that everyone is tired, and I myself am tired all the time, and everyone is always stressed. And I think it comes with the job, but sometimes I think, do we have to rebuild our job, or just do something about it, because it can't be that we're all living unhealthily.
So I wanted to also on this topic to ask you, like, pressure, or what that kind of means to you in terms of personal pressure, or I don't know, career-wise pressure. Is that something that's a topic? How do you deal with that? What do you suggest as kind of ways to take that out?
It's a big question.
Do you have something on this?
I mean, for me, I think it's quite motivating.
Yeah.
I need the pressure, like I need goals, and I need to have a timeline to get things done and to have things ready. So for me, I like it. Of course, it can be bad. Of course, too much is not good. But maybe come back to me. But my initial thought is, like, I need the pressure. There's a balance, of course. Yeah, but there's a good pressure, especially with studying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Come back to me also. Yeah.
I talked with a music psychology professor that made a study about burnout, and asked him what is the best way for me to not get burned out. And the statistics and everything shows that two very good things help here. And this is, first, having an optimistic mindset.
Yeah.
And this is very easily said, but I think it's actually really helpful to believe that what you're doing is growing in a good way, right? Yeah. If you believe that everything is bad to you, then you feel that in that way as well. And if you find a way to perceive the world as something that helps you, it can give you energy instead of draining you. And the second thing is to take breaks. To know when to take breaks and how to use these breaks productively. In a way,
like sport also.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like if a muscle is tired. The thing is, sometimes we don't have
you
the
have
muscle.
To stop. Yeah.
The muscle is here.
We just keep going because we say, okay, we have enough energy, but we have to be smart with ourselves, I think.
And being smart with how to deal with pressure is a big topic. But as a piano teacher as well, I want to give on to my students in a most beautiful way for them to flourish with music and not get drained because of it. So for this I thought to write in my master thesis about dealing with expectations.
Wow, very nice.
And how to teach with expectations as a tool in your backpack to know how to
manage it.
How to manage it, to pass on the values of a musician that deals with pressure in a way that helps you. It's very difficult, and I'm also starting to find these things out for myself. But I think one very good way to deal with this is to be kind with yourself, like self-love, like having the okay with it's okay, I can go to rest now, or I don't need to be perfect now. Like, obviously we want to be perfect, but a very cool thought that I'm trying to live after is that usually we set high enough the expectations too high for short term.
Yes.
So I want to achieve this now, or in 2 weeks, or whatever.
Yes.
And it's usually too high because we have this perfectionistic approach to music, right? We want to
we want to do our best.
We
We
wanna
want to
do our
put our
best.
soul. Also, we
Yes.
know part of our practice is to develop the ideal that we want to
Yeah.
hear, right?
And give all the honor of the music,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And not disappoint the tradition and whatever. But at the same time, I also believe that we might underestimate how much we can achieve in the long term if we do things slowly
Yeah,
and wholly.
yeah.
Like
Fully, well,
yeah.
and take time, build it step by step.
So I think taking small steps gets you on top of the Everest. Yeah. With lots of training.
Yes, of course.
People that try to run to the Everest or to play Liszt sonata without preparing, they
Yeah, I understand.
yeah.
And then like
So-
it's always around us. I don't know what we do, the basic form of what we do, we play a concert, and of course there's pressure because there's so many people there to see you or to
Yeah.
see the orchestra. That alone, I think your whole life you learn to deal with it because you have pressure from yourself, you have pressure from your teachers, from your colleagues, from the audience. It never goes away. So I think that's also something to just accept. Like you will always, it's always
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
there.
with
You
you.
can't.
Yeah.
It's not like it's ever going to go away.
But I really agree also with you both here, and catching on the thought of Ramona, you said that it's important to maybe think about how we can change the culture, right? I think that this all starts with everybody their own way how we deal with everybody else. Like obviously we don't want to talk things down and say, yeah, it's okay, you made so many mistakes and better next time. Yeah, better next time, but now I feel bad, right? But still, I think having this it's in English, how do you say? It's just
Say it in German.
also in German it's difficult. A very a kind approach, caring about someone else. I think this caring culture, it's in your own hands. It's in your hands, I think. Everybody's hands. Like when you go to an orchestra rehearsal and the whole violin section is tired and nobody practiced and the conductor is trying his or her best to make a good rehearsal, but also this person there in the front knows that she trying to have the whole group together, and then there's a soloist trying to work with this unprepared crew that's tired and wants to eat a banana, maybe. I think it's just the every single interaction that you have with every person is in your hands, right? It's in your hands how you do your half of the interaction, and this half influences the other half, and I think this can spread.
Yeah. Yes. So on the topic of after pressure, I want, if you have one thing that's kind of, can be one random thing, but that makes a good day, makes a bad day better. How can you make the day better in like, can be one aspect or one thing that you do, one thing that you think about. What is something that kind of brings to mind? If you don't have, I mean, I can start. For me, what it is mostly just go outside.
Yeah.
I think sometimes just go outside,
Yes.
like takes you mentally or also physically just in another space, and you just see something outside. You see something different. You hear the birds. You look at a tree. Even just the simple thing, you just say, okay, yeah, you come back to
it
what's
helps.
like natural, what's normal.
I love to go for a run.
Nice.
Running is like my therapy. Sometimes I think, oh, I'm running away from everything. And also baking.
Baking.
Baking. I
What do you
love
like
to
to
bake. I love to bake cinnamon rolls. I love to, and I always try weird recipes in the middle of the night.
Like
This is my-
you have some new
So
creation that
yes,
you made?
actually, I have. I don't know yet if I think it's good. It's a Norwegian specialty. It's called lefse,
Okay.
and it's like a pancake, like an omelette.
Yeah.
An omelette.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do it with mashed potatoes.
Whoa.
It's very specific.
Interesting.
I bought it in Norway,
Norway.
Norway, and there it was very nice. I'm not yet convinced of my skills. But yeah, I love to bake, go outside, chat with friends, run. Yeah, just something else than music.
Yeah.
I would say also talking with people. It's just a complete distraction. Even if you're talking about music, it really takes you out of a bad practice session or a bad concert. It's completely new.
You just share what you're feeling,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they also say common experiences.
Yeah, and they have something else to talk about.
Sometimes you
and it's
learn
just-
so much from people.
Yeah.
I get so much. I learned so much from my friends, and I was like, "Wow, I'm so lucky to have you in my life because you're so
Exactly.
wise."
And everyone, especially here, like with studying, everyone understands.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
yes, there's unique experiences, but everyone's felt what you've felt at some
Mm-hmm.
point, which is so nice, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I think for me it's also going outside.
Yeah.
I love to play volleyball. Now beach volleyball season is opening.
Nice.
yes.
And yeah, you could say volleyball and piano fingers, but if you have the right technique and do this and this, it's okay.
It's less safe.
I love to make smoothies, drink smoothies. It's just
You can do a smoothie
But
painting
this is,
too.
it's so funny because this is so specific, but I love it. Smoothies.
smoothies. The best is with papaya, mango, banana, lime, and
is
cinnamon.
included.
Oh,
And honey.
Wait, say again. We need the recipe.
So my family has this song about it. It's just the
A
ingredient.
song?
Yeah, you can also make it as a salad. It's mango, papaya. It's okay. So mango, papaya, lime, cinnamon, and honey.
Wow. Okay.
What is this song?
Do you have the song
Mango,
in your repertoire?
papaya, limon, dwa świekinamon.
Hey!
Nice.
So spending time with the family.
Yes.
I think
yeah,
that's
of
so
course.
nice because my family has a very diverse Berufsbild. Like everybody does a different
Profession,
occupation,
yeah.
different occupation, and spending time with friends, going to sail.
That's awesome. Wow, sailing.
Yes.
Yes. Have you done some trips recently or last year or
Yes.
last year you said you went and
I went to Croatia for a week of intense training. I'm doing my offshore license now.
nice.
Yeah.
wow.
Cool.
So you'll take us on a trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would love to. I
We
want to
do
go
a
sailing
podcast on the
Lake
trip.
Lucerne.
On the
Wow.
Yeah, this now after my concert, I will find like the 25th. Sounds like a really good day.
Nice.
We'll see.
Wow.
awesome.
So what is also your favorite part of student life? Like what's the best part of student life?
I love that I'm so free. Like I don't have a job where I have to go to. I mean, I have lessons and I have like Unterricht.
Yeah.
But it's rarely in the morning. I mean, I'm at school in time, but I basically can organize my day how I wish it to be. And this is so nice because if I don't have to wait until night until I can go running. I can go running in the morning before I go to school, and I can say let's go drink a coffee in the afternoon, and then I'm gonna still have to do my stuff in the evening. But I love about the student life that I'm so free, and also sometimes I think like, oh, it would be so nice to have a 9-to-5 job, the security, the money, everything would be so nice. But I think being a musician and also being a freelancing musician brings, if you learn how to organize it, but it brings a lot of freedom, like in your daily planning.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate so much. This is so nice, just to be free on that.
I would say the exact same thing. Yeah. And the fact that every day is different.
Yes.
It's so exciting because I wake up and I'm like, I don't know who I'm gonna meet.
Yeah.
Something spontaneous happens, or I don't know, my whole day is devoted to music if I want it to be.
Yeah.
Or I can do no music at all. It's completely free. And yeah, the people, of course,
I think we're lucky also in this case with music as a studies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like we can always
extremely.
we can
Yes.
study in the morning, in the evening, afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like we get to know so many people for free. Like
Yeah.
no, I mean
You pay
people.
to meet
I mean people. No, but but people who do an apprenticeship, they have to really look for friends. I feel, or
Yeah,
I mean,
okay,
I
I see.
have.
Especially in
I
Switzerland.
have friends, yes, and I'm like, where do you get your friends from? I mean, they all have friends, but
I mean, our job is
we know
to integrate
so many
with
people,
other people,
yes,
right?
and we know. I mean, especially here in Lucerne, we're just one big family. We know everyone.
Yeah.
It's-
Basel
And I
is
think
so
it's
small.
so unique.
Yes.
Yeah, also in Lucerne.
Yeah.
I've heard like in Zurich and I don't know, Bern, Basel. It's a totally different
yes.
atmosphere. Yeah.
Oh yes, I talked with the
Yeah.
student representatives of Lausanne and Bern and Lugano lately, and we compared how the studies are different
Yeah.
in every city. Sadly, Zurich and Basel and Geneva couldn't come, and this it's so interesting
They're too
how
busy.
Lol.
I don't know.
Probably.
And I also think that in Lucerne we have a really nice culture
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
appreciation,
Yeah.
but also of focus. Everybody knows why they're here. Nobody's like just wasting their time.
Yeah.
But we still have a very caring culture.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that a lot, and like I'm looking forward to finish my studies now in Lucerne. But at the same time, I'm also gonna miss this spontaneous. Oh hi, how are you? Like I see you in the hallway. Let's drink coffee, whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm still gonna come to the Klassenstunden.
Yes,
whatever.
yes, yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
awesome. I mean, for me, it's also just, I'm grateful that I can use music as a study, as a lifestyle.
Yes.
I just think
Yes.
it's also an honor to do this. Of course, it takes dedication, like we say, and all this pressure and everything. But in the end of the day, it's also something we.
We're
It's
so
so rewarding.
privileged,
Yeah.
and also like the so many. We've got so many single lessons, like one
one-to-one.
lesson,
Yeah, yeah.
with such amazing people and musicians, and like it's so crazy. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's so bad. I don't want to study music anymore. I'm so stressed. But at the same time, I'm like, we're so privileged that we can do this. So let's maybe appreciate it a
Yeah,
bit
of
more.
course. I think gratitude is in the end the most important. We just realize what we're doing. We are
Yeah.
thankful for where we are at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
for the people around us,
Yeah.
for our lifestyle, for the bananas, for all
For the
that
people,
stuff.
for the reaction of people when you say, "Yeah, I'm studying music."
And then, oh, but what do you do afterwards?
Yes, but then you're like,
yeah.
do you study an instrument or what do you do?
How many instruments do you play?
Yes,
Just the piano?
yes.
I sing as well.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a big honor and it's always so nice. And also the teachers, most of them are so forthcoming. They want you to learn.
So supportive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they also went through what we're going through. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just,
And they also have so much wisdom.
yeah.
It's so crazy what they can give you on your way.
Yeah. So I suggest that we continue with our student life. I thank you so much for the
Thank you,
interview.
Michael.
Thank you, Kai,
Yes.
Scarlett, and Ramona.
Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone for watching. We will hopefully see you in the next concerts and in the next episode. Take care. Bye. Cool.
Nice.
Nice.